What's up, YouTubers and video watchers? It's your Zero Power Jimmy Pablo here, and right now, this is going to be a video, barely a new one too, that you guys probably seen from other people, maybe or maybe not, who knows. But this is gonna be a video of me doing something fantastic, and not only that, just talking about some random storytelling. So, you could see, I'm gonna be doing this. You can see it's not finished, but I'm going to be making something interesting to this paint that I did for my paint class. And I'm probably going to have probably different ones in time and that depends if I finish it or not. But like again, I do want to show you exactly what I'm presenting here. So let's not wait and let's find a way to fix this paint and spend time with painting with Jimmy Pablo. Alright, so I put my jam music on and we're just gonna have nothing but techno for each time I'm doing painting. So we have so much disturbance. I don't know if it's disturbance for those people with this type of music, but it is disturbance for people who are singing, talking. So it's just pure music with no talking. So here we go. So fortunately, I have to make these little white backgrounds. You see, a little bit fixed and better. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So what I wanted to say that since I'm a single person and I have to do single stuff, I know, I have to get used to this aloneness for a while, so this is what I have to do in the time when I'm alone. Is just basically come with something that can entertain me, make me feel better. You know, it's hard now these days. So let's just start dipping some dark blue in there. Now, if this thing dries, I have something that can keep it from getting too dry. Oh yeah. Gonna need some water on this. I'm gonna spread these sheets around. So basically what's going on in my life is a lot of stuff that's changing, a lot of things that I can't understand, and I have to try to fix that. Because it's important that I do. Because whatever happens in your life stays in life. As a record, you can't go back in time and fix things, you know. It's not a time machine, so you gotta work whatever you got. So as people want to know what's happening with me, I got a story I could say. A long time ago, I was in Rowley of my high school, and we had one of the best performances of all times. I don't understand how they pulled it off, because after that last 2012 performance, things just went south and never became the same. So I had to figure out how the world that happened and what exactly made a horrible thing after that best one. So everything changed after that day. So I'm trying to figure out too what exactly happened, because I know we had all the dancing, we had all the best performances of all times, but something was missing. I didn't feel like it was completely right. So I had to make sure I continue saying this. Oh Jesus, look at this, getting this dark color going right. That's how you said style right here. So what happened was, when we were in the stadium, it's a lot of things, and supposedly what I mean about the close person I was, I mean about they're not just friend to me. They're the only persons that, you know, they truly make you feel special. And to get there, you know, you have to be, we have to hang out for a long time. You have to always be, like, close to me, and that's how you become one of my close people. So I could tell you this right now, since the women are out there. Close people, you go from ranks. First, you go from a rank, when you upgrade, it becomes a best friend. And then if you become more than that, then you become a close friend. Now, close friend is my third stage, where you're doing so well that I begin to really like you, and I begin to really interested in hanging out, interested in talking to you more, interested in making me feel like I want to smile again. So that's close friend. Because best friend, you're always gonna be going crazy with. You're always gonna be laughing with. So yeah, there's different stages. But once you become beyond more than that, like you actually feel like myself with more humor, more stuff that actually does make sense, you become more than that. And that's where you hit to this final stage where you become a close person, which I always want to express my feelings, I always want to express my enjoyment with you, and no matter what, it's like you actually make me feel special. God damn it. So that's what I mean about that. Now, there you go. There's something that comes inside. Now, really watch out for these. You gotta make sure they're dark enough so this little tiny blue cannot blend with the objects that stand in my way. So yes, that's what I mean. Is close persons, they are really like different from those friends and zones and the best friends and for close friends. Now, I know some like who are close to me will be hurt. Don't worry. Chicks are very hard now these days, and depends what kind of chicks they are too, And that's what made it hard for me, because after what happened to me, I had to change my little expressions. So I was in the rally and hanging out with my close person, doing all this stuff, and I wanted to make sure that I kept an eye on myself, make sure I wasn't losing my cool. I continued blending in with other friends around, and each time I was blending, I say hi to friends then and there. They were really far away. We had like a performance where I remember was like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. I don't know why I didn't say Charlie and Chocolate Factory. That would have been much better. And it had like students performing, doing all this stuff, saying all this musical, and that was the time when things were really cool and fascinating to see. So we were all like having fun, seeing other opponents, and then when it came to the music, of course, the close person of mine was dancing, and I started like realizing, after these performances going down, there was this cool moment where they're gonna show a large candy bar, and I thought, okay, they're gonna show a candy bar scene, and then can they come up with a real one, like made out of box cylinder, and just put it out? But nah, that kind of ruined it. So I was like, damn, I was literally disappointed there. But it was a cool, fascinating show to see. Most of it at the time, I was just sitting around watching people dance, because that's basically all that it is. It's just about people dancing. But the reason why I made this the best, because when it came to scenes, it came to teachers, it came to things that really got my attention, I realized that they must have did a lot of practice and a lot of hard work to try to blend the show really, really fascinating together. And then after, when the show ended, my teacher was really an awesome teacher too, because he does a lot of like cartoon stuff. I don't know if he's still around, because, well, hopefully he is, because that would be sad. I don't want to know anymore. Don't put myself through that. Anything else was like kind of a little whack, but it was all cool and all. And what I remembered in the show, they told me that they had some great music that she was dancing to, Then they had some music that, you know, I was kind of interested in putting on my album. But really much, no. After that, I think it was all right. Now I wouldn't say that the rest of them, because each one I go to now, that it's awful. And that was from 2014, 13, and 15. So they after that, 2012, everything went AWOL from there. And of course, they had an awesome Glenn Wilson, because this was a Glenn Wilson High School, with actually him showing how they're packaging it and showing it that's the rally thing. So this was like a long time ago rally. Look fascinating. Now I'm just doing the under now. See, you don't want to do is you don't want to add too much watercolor. You want to make sure things are total dark, that they actually work with this color. Oh damn. But that's how you do the style here. Oh. Damn. Now that's what you call improvements. Level 1 right here. We don't judge. A beginner, like I said. Sweet baby Jesus. Alright. Don't want to be copying Deadpool either. It's from Deadpool. You know, he did a painting one like this. Go see that video if you haven't seen the first one of him painting. That thing is funny as hell. So another story I wanted to talk about was, you know, probably in my time, because I do want to talk about more of it. Remember that I was like during Valentine's, and you know, I was basically having fun after I released my Jimmy Wilson, call it a game show. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked Jimmy Wilson in that Uno card game show called Uno Smack, then you shouldn't be watching this video at all right now. You should be just clicking on that one and seeing it fast as possible, because that is one of the best ones I ever did. Not to lie to myself, it is one of the best I've ever done. So after that, everyone was having fun, and she was really interested in me just to like be in a party, and it was out there somewhere, like I think, I don't know, it was Pomona or somewhere else, but she was interested in me going. The only problem was I was so busy. Not was I was busy, I didn't have like my driver's license yet, because I'm still studying Korea, and the damn DMV just doesn't get my calls that much. It's so awful. Like, I'm calling every morning and they never call back, or they never pick up the phone. I swear they need to hire more freaking operators, or I'm gonna start rallying on them and like get in person. Like, you don't have no operators calling. The hell? I'm trying to call here. You guys are so stupid. So anyways, we were making sure that everyone was having a good time. You know, we did our best. I did my best. I showed what exactly I did, and it did a good job. You know, I can't lie to myself. I actually made everyone laugh for my just one sneak peek episode. Now the full one's already out, thank God. But I want to make sure that everything comes as way I wanted it to. Not saying it will always do that, but at least for my show and channel. So she comes up to me, I remember, she tells me that, you know, that she really wants to see if I'm interested in going to there, and for me myself, I told her that since I needed a ride, but the problem was she had a lot of stuff going on, and I don't want to explain too much. So, but instead we did, it was Valentine's, and she felt like she didn't want me to just leave or take off already and pretend like nothing was gonna happen, since I didn't want to be by myself in Valentine's too, because that's depressing. She wanted to take me out on lunch. Oh, I said dinner. It was really awesome to be around friends and be around her, just having lunch in this small Chinese place. It was kind of cool. It was. So during our talk, we talked about a lot of stuff. I won't explain too much. Having a good time, my friends, all that. the reason why I wasn't like much like I was in the mood. It's just I was not on track because I was so focused. Like I want to get my Jimmy Wilson sneak peek on YouTube. You know, I want to go home and get all this ready. My friends are begging me. But you know, I had to take some time off because it was like the completion of the class, and I wanted to make sure that all of us were having a good time. So what happened was I wanted to making sure that I did not look like a quiet person only, that I like I said before, one of my friends told me a long time ago, you have to talk. So that's what I made sure I did. I talked and talked and talked to ensure I did not mess up. I'm not good with women, talking to women that much. I could tell. If you were to tie me on, I'll probably lose about a couple of minutes afterwards, start falling apart. So yeah, see, I gotta express, because talking to women is really challenging. But it took me time to talk. So the reason why I still want to talk about this, because I do want to mention something. During the talk of one of the conversations, when I was barely eating, I had to be honest with this chick, because she is a YouTuber like me, and even though, like, trying to make sure everything looks perfect on this. So even though this chick, you know, has like 1,000 something subscribers, almost 2,000, surprised, I still wanted to be honest with her that, you know, it's hard watching her videos because she does make me smile a lot. You know, every time I look at them, I'm gonna have like a smile, like pose phase, just staring at the damn screen. And if you were to get my reaction on that, I don't know, I should, because exposing on YouTube, and that's up to her. And that little pose thing that I was doing is traumatizing for someone, knowing that, yeah, you like the chick a lot. Like, you can tell from your own smile, you like the chick. And the way she performs too, you know, that's amazing. It is. I can't find those chicks who are actually like that. Well, there probably is, but they're all older now, and it's hard to find them. They're always busy in their lives, trying to express what to do. Voila. The darkened image looks a little bit now darker. Has layers of white down. Holy damn. Holy damn. Anyways, so this chick, I tell her that the reason why I don't watch her videos is because I have an orgasm of smiling every single time. And I get stuck there, and it's hard for me to put myself out of it. So after saying that, guess what happens? For all the things I said to her about that, just one little thing, what did she do? Well, she does the only thing that's gonna traumatize me for the rest of my life in my freaking head. Yep. Guess what it is? Smiling back at the person, staring at them like that for just a couple of like long seconds. And there you go. So I put myself in the moment where I'm stuck with this chick smiling in my head, saying that to her. And I got an Instagram video of my friends. Some of my friends looked at it. I don't think she did, because she has so many followers. There's no way. So I looked at her. That traumatized me. I knew for a second that this chick, you know, being honest with her, she's gonna start flipping your mind out. And I realized that from my own perspective self. That, yep, it's true. Chicks, if you tell them to be honest, they'll start looking at you in a different picture. Alright, so now it's all a matter of just fixing this painting. So before I continue talking about the person I was, getting a ride home with, she took me home. You see, we're gonna have some little fix here. I'm gonna add some white to make a little lighter stuff on the edges to make things look a little bit interesting. Well, I don't think this one does, but these two and maybe the back one does need it, so that's what I'm gonna end up doing. So let's continue. Add the Chicken had a lot of things about comics. She mostly was interested, like some of those people were just interested, as being a superhero. She wanted to be a superhero. I was like, okay, cool. She wanted to be like one of the main characters, so that kind of surprised me. She does look like a person who does want to do a good role. However, right now it's just a dream, and as everyone goes through their lives, having us, talking about a lot of stuff, filming, comics, and mostly one of the ones that I still, tell people from this day, which side are you on, Captain or Iron Man's side from the Civil War? Mostly she's on Iron Man's side. Ugh, damn it. So you're like, damn, darn, that someone's still against you. And what I have to do is just bear with it, relax, nothing worried about. It should be fine. Yeah. So I guess when she found out that I was in Cap's side, she's like, I think we're gonna go to war with each other. Like, okay. No. I was saying to myself, I probably am fucked, knowing that another person is against me. But I have to deal with it, I at least told her only one time I was on Iron Man's side, but nothing really much here. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to make sure that the white doesn't get too much, so the blending can look amazing. If you just put white like that, of course it's going to look awful. Oh damn. That's what you talk about blending. Alright, and this one too, unfortunately, yes. And that one too, so it'll be sticking too much out. So, like I was saying, chicks have different opinions, different things, and I still am interested. Anytime she wants to call me, she could. Or text me, because I have no idea what's going on with her now. A lot of things have changed over the time, and just relating to different stuff. So I have to deal with loneliness for a bit until things come up. I have ideas, but I try not to save them much. It's all a matter of just time and space. You gotta have time and space. If you don't have neither of them, you're in big trouble. I can't let this thing defeat me. This sadness. You have to accept sometimes in life whatever you got. That's how it works, and that's how it always will work. Or else you're in big trouble. Man. Now it's time to just fix these shapes. Now, that's what you call something interested. Now, just wipe that color off. Because I'm going to fix the outside. And I should be almost done. So after she dropped me off here, supposedly, she saw where I live. She knows exactly what's going down in my life. You know, I have to do a lot of stuff still, and I have to continue my channels. I think the moment I told her thanks, she still was impressed in her face. I could see it from her eyes. She's impressed in me. Then the next time I came back to class saying my goodbyes, you know, still wanting the hug from her because I'm thankful that she was in, you know, I met her in my life. I still am. You know, you can't find those chicks still. It's hard to find those ones. And to be honest, this chick is like one of the best ones I ever met so far. You know, no problems, no like hesitations. Yes, she does have no time in her hands. I could see that. However, this chick still, I think she still got it going. Runs her idea. I want that to continue because I think that's still a good idea. And hopefully, you know, more subscribers, you know, more help. Like me, trying to do my best to maintain that status. Because everyone likes something, and you gotta become famous of something. I have to still do my job and ensure the help of my own self and not let it fall apart. So, knowing the fact that women do change you, and knowing the fact that I like the way things were running at Valentine's, you know, you always have to find people. You know, it's not always easy. I think I could erase that. And it takes time. It does. It takes a lot of time. You know, relationships, like she said to me, are very hard. You do your best to just stick with the heartbroken, stick with the pain, but just soon hopefully find someone. It's very difficult. I want to make sure that I get this clear in my head, because I'm not trying to express any sadness, not through this painting. Ooh, shoot, I messed up somewhere. Gotta fix that. So the stories I've been saying to you guys, the stories that I personally think of all the stuff that I said are true stories. You know, I can't lie to a person saying, "Oh yeah, that's not true," I was just making it up. True stories. You know, you just go through a lot and you have to deal with them, every one by one. You make the best out of something, or you make the best out of nothing. So I'm kind of like trying to feel the difference between people with feelings, people without feelings, and seeing random stuff to see what happens. I'm curious, that's why. And voila! You can see a nice finished painting, a nice slow down with little whites in the sides. Not this one, unfortunately, because that's too tiny, and I don't think I don't spend time on that one. Because if I did, I would have been using much of the best I possibly can. You can tell the textures I had from the sides. They really were awesome. And I wanted to create something like this so I can able to have it look a little bit better than just being a white picture. So this was really interesting, fascinating to see. And before anything, I just want to finish something that I think I should be finished. This part right here. Whole day. That is, I gotta say, really awesome. So there you go. There's the artwork that you see. So thank you guys for watching. This was an amazing experience. going through this whole painting with watching me paint and it making a picture look a little bit better, slightly. You want to leave any comments down below in this video, you're welcome to. Subscribe to my channel. This was the time of storytelling and painting with me, the first video ever. And keep it real, Jimmies. Keep it real. Peace out.